Mount up.
Hey everybody, Lewis here, Rshackbbq and other things. So today we're going to do a stand-up chicken, beer can style. But we're not doing it on a Weber kettle and we're not doing it in a pellet grill. Let me show you what we're going to do it on. So we're going to do this stand-up chicken here on the Weber Smokey Mountain. But we're not going to do it the way you think we are. Let me show you what I'm doing. Get this out of the way. Let's open her up. I'm going to hang it. For our zesty Alabama white sauce, what we need is we need a half a cup of mayo. Put that down in our bowl here. We need 2 tablespoons of buttermilk. My mom used to make us drink buttermilk before school every day. But I do love buttermilk biscuits and pancakes. We need 2 tablespoons of vinegar. I'm going to use apple cider vinegar. You could probably use just about any vinegar you want. So there's 2 tablespoons. Then a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Half a teaspoon in here. So like that. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And 1/4. Too salty. 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. Something like that. And 1/4 teaspoon of garlic salt. Something about like that. And to make it zesty, we need 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Teaspoon of horseradish sauce. Might be a helping teaspoon. Okay. And then a teaspoon of yellow mustard. So now we just want to whisk this all together until it's nice and creamy and like a sauce. Okay. Nice runny sauce. Finger taste. It's really good. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to put this in a jar and we're going to stick it in the fridge for a few hours and then we'll get the chicken going. Here's our bird. I've already rinsed it off and patted it dry. I sprayed this pan down with some vegetable oil spray, and now I'm going to hit the bird with it too. So get this all over it. And all this is going to do is allow the rub to stick and then give it some good color once we get it out there on the smoker. Something like so. Alright. We're going to use two different type of rubs today. We'll be using a all-purpose from Code 3 Spices. They're all-purpose rub. And we're also going to just use a poultry blend here. So let's start with our poultry blend and just kind of give it a base coat of it. Coming in with our barbecue all-purpose. I'm just going to go over the top. Just going to flip it over, repeat the process. Something like that. Now we're going to let this sit for a little bit and let that meld into the skin. We'll do the next process. Okay, what we want to do is we want to take our delicious golden apple cider beer, open it up, and we want to pour this into a glass. We want to pour the whole thing out. Just going to set it aside for now. Of course, you can take a sip. Alright, so now we have our empty can. What we want to do is we want to take a 1/4 inch or 3/16 drill bit. I have it loaded up here. And all we want to do, I'm just going to come down below the top there. You don't have to be perfect. You just want to get a few holes in it for ventilation, like so. And then a couple maybe on the top. Something like that. Now rinse this out really good because you don't want any of that aluminum. And let's get this cleaned up like so. So there we have it rinsed out and got our holes inside of it. So now I want to just take a funnel because I don't trust my pouring skills. And we want to pour about half of this beer back in. Or whatever you're going to use as your moisture container. Then all you got to do is set the bird on top of this, get your hanging hook band in there, get it on there, and then voila, you're good to go. And you got ventilation. I think this will work out really well. So there we go. We have it hooked on that pull tab. Then I just have some poultry blend herbs here. Thyme, sage, rosemary. Let's just stick them down inside here. Ooh. It like stands up on its own. That's pretty impressive. So we're going to do what I call kind of a modified minion method. Kind of spread out all my old coals. I put a few new ones in here, and then I have a spot right in the center that I'm going to dump my chimney once they get nice and hot. Dump those right in the center and let it slowly burn out, and then we'll get this back on top. I'm also going to be doing vegetables over on that Weber there once we get this going. I'm going to monitor this with my smoke. Got the probes already in there. Once we get this all together, show you how I have it set up. We are going to run water in this. So, water coming down in here. Get our drip pan in place. So I've got all the vents on the bottom wide open right now. Get our gateway hanging rack on here. Get our gateway hanging rack on here. Let's open that vent all the way. Let her come up to temp. Okay, smoker's up to temp. Let's get this on here. Probe in. Let it go for a while.
There was a study done, a hospital study, on 100 elderly people facing death close to their last breath. They were asked to reflect about their life's biggest regret. Nearly all of them said they regretted not the things they did, but the things they didn't do, the risks they never took, the dreams they didn't pursue. Hey, you. Wake up. Why do you exist? Life is not meant to simply work, wait for the weekend, and pay rent. No, I don't know much, but I know this. Every person on this earth has a gift. See, people don't choose dreams. Dreams choose them. So the question I'm getting to is, do you have the courage to grab the dream that picked you, that befits you and grips you? Or will you let it get away and slip through?
Smoke says she's at 175. But I'm a quick read. Let's have a look. get it off. Get her all shut down. Our veggies are doing. Oh, yeah. Those are done too. Those are done too. Let's get them into the house. Okay, let's taste this chicken and this Alabama zesty white sauce. So there's a piece of chicken. Get some white sauce on it. Let's just do it. I don't want it dripping all over the place. Oh, wow. Wow. That white sauce, that is really, really good. Got a little bit of zest to it with that cayenne and that horseradish, but oh my, that is delicious. Yeah, we'll be definitely making this again. Oh yeah, really, really good. So anyhow, let's just recap and then I'm gonna eat dinner and do all that stuff. You saw what I did there. I made that Alabama white sauce, zesty style. I'll have the ingredients down in the show more part of this so you can make it. Don't have to heat it up. Don't just pour it in and mix everything together and let it sit for a while so it comes together. Then you saw how I hung that chicken. That worked out really well by hooking it on that the pull tab of the can. That's the way to do it. You know, this is a can here. It's not the one, but how I hooked it on that. Put it on my gateway hanging kit for the WSM, and you know, just got it up to 300. It was bouncing between 340 to 300, and I just kept it right there. Took an hour and a half, and it's like right at 178, 180, so right where we want it. So how I did the vegetables, I put that apple in there, put the cooked bacon, already cooked bacon, I just crumbled it up and put it in there, the asparagus, and just stuck it on another Weber for a half hour, rotated it. Those came out great. Taste this apple while you're here. So here's the apple. Oh yeah. Really, really good. That pairs with the asparagus. So, anyhow, simple to do, hour and a half, done. You know, just used a basic all-purpose rub on it, and then also a poultry seasoning, and then the poultry pack, and the, oh, what did we use? We used the Golden Delicious Washington cider. This is really good stuff too. I don't know who makes this. It must be a local company. But look for a good apple cider can, and you can just do that and let it, you know, pour about half of it out or drink it if you want. and then put your hook through there. Now it was a little difficult, but you know, you can do it. I got it done. Then at the end, what I didn't show is I just kind of pulled my hanging bracket and rotated it around until that pull tab popped off, and then I was able to just take it out and then pull the can out through the bottom. So that was fairly easy. You know, like I always say, you could do this too. It's really not that hard. Thank you for watching. Till next time, my friends, grill on.